Oh man, well I got some good news and I got some bad news. Bad news is my USB port is no longer working. I do not know why. I'm gonna have to figure that out because I mean Bluetooth is good, but there is some of the signal is lost in Bluetooth. That's another tip I share on with some of you, man. Some of the some of the signals in your music is lost in your Bluetooth, whereas if you connect it, it's a hard line. Uh, you get all your information. And I've noticed that when I play Bluetooth, I have one set of loudness, and but when I connect it to the when I actually connect it with a hard line, the USB to USB port, it sounds a lot better. Uh, so I'm hoping it's just the USB ports. I'm probably gonna take it to the dealer. It's out of warranty, so I'm gonna have to take it to the dealer. I got a guy that works up there that takes care of my diesel, which sure I'm only doing another routine maintenance anyway on it. But I'm gonna see, he heard this problem or whatnot. Yeah, baby, you gotta go forward. You gotta go up. I'm not finna hit you. I'm not finna hit you with this $80,000 truck, and that thing ain't that. But anyway, uh, so I'm gonna I'll order auxiliary jack. If you don't have a USB port, your auxiliary will play music louder than your Bluetooth. Your Bluetooth, you're happy with it, you got used to that sound, but I haven't got used to the USB port, so I can hear the slight information that's missing, and it's kind of got me down. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of got me down because I love to listen to my music. I really do. Uh, when I'm riding, I like to listen to my music. Sometimes loud, but I just want to hear all the information. That's why they got the epicenter and whatnot. But I think I posted a video that I had the kickers playing, and I don't think YouTube liked that. Didn't like the music. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble with this YouTube mess again. I don't know. That's why I haven't made the audio legend video because I'm trying to see just if I can get some music where I can just demo them with some beats that I feel acceptable. The music that they have on YouTube, man, stop it. And I don't know if I play the music and just do like I've been doing because they let my channel go. Uh, they let me monetize my channel anyway, and I got a lot of videos where I'm playing music like that. I'm just thinking maybe they won't let me. I don't think they'll ban me or nothing, but they'll just, what's up, Z? What's up, man? Hey, I ain't do nothing this week, man. I think I talked to you though. I told you I ain't do no building this week, so add another week on to the bill. I'm thinking my plan now since I missed this week, I'm gonna have to come home and just do a little bit as the sun's up, do a little bit to a box and get that box going. So maybe I'll be getting like maybe two or three a week going out, cause I know I do. I'm not gonna rush it, to my skill level. It has to be meet my skill level when I build a box and what I wanna look at it. I really want to hear it, but do I want to look at this? For the money people pay. Uh, I think I got a good skill level. I mean, I don't. I've seen some that I feel I'm doing a little bit better than, but main thing is output. But my thoughts on the kickers, man. Like I said in another video, which they haven't approved yet to put up. I ain't gonna play no music on this video. So maybe they'll put this right on up. My thoughts on kicker, man, is that I think most people they run kicker, man, they're not putting them in the optimum box. Uh, they getting one of them kicker prefabs, and it's tuned high, and they're not liking the performance. And then they're faulting the sub and the company. And really, it's the enclosure because any sub you get, man, it's in the enclosure. Any sub you get, it's in the enclosure. So I might eventually put it up on Facebook when they break in, and especially when I figure out my USB, so I can get my highs to kind of sort of match. Get kind of close. I'm gonna have to put some equalization on my highs now. The teaser I gave y'all that I put up, I know y'all hearing that the bass is overpowering the highs. And I want you to understand one thing. I have not changed down. I have not changed down. 4/8 in a box and increase the port area. And that's what's happening. I am now going to shrink the port back, which should, maybe it's I don't know what's going to happen. But right now, the box 55, I'm going to take it back to 48 and limit some of the airspace they have. Because it's literally, no, it's, man's about to tear that door up over there. I can't turn it up unless I'm gonna have to put some more dynamite completely around the vehicle. It's not, I'm not rattling. Man, good God. That's all I can say. Man, good God. They do what they do. Conair is king. It is what it is. If you got your amplifier set right, I mean, some people feel the same way about JL. I mean, Kicker, they feel about JL. Man, they can't take a shit ton of power. I'm gonna ask you a question. Why do you need a shit ton of power? If your subwoofer's efficient, if you got a subwoofer with a sensitivity level of 85, 86, 88, 90 when you get to the 15s and 18s, why do you need a sub? Why do you have to put so much power to it? Man, my question is, why do y'all want to put so much power to these subwoofers to reach a desired level? It's more impressive to me when you achieve a desired. If you're going after DBs and you say, man, like when I took them two SA10s, Calvin, he's on this channel, he made comment. I took two SA10s in his vehicle and I built a box for him. And on 2,500 watts, clamping, clamping 18, clamping, a BDCP. We clamped 22, actually making them to the subs. Actually making it to the subs. Yeah, they does way more on dynamic, but what actually made it to the sub was 2,200 watts. So that's 1,000 watts per sub. And we did a 149.3 with two SA10s. That's more impressive to me. It's almost hitting the 150 on 2,000 watts. Someone tell me, yeah, I'm doing 155s, man, and I got 10K amp. You should. You should. But it's still hard. You know what I'm saying? It is hard to to attain them numbers. My friend who lives all the way across the country, his thing is he takes now he's got some big subs, big boys, but he was taking entry level subs and doing 160s. Oh, we buttressed this. Like I said, 160 ain't nothing yet, but my boy Louis Martinez, he's doing 160s below 38 hertz on subs that cost about like $150. Entry level subs, 163s, 165s, below 38 hertz, 35s, 32s, 33. That's his thing. He don't care about God talking about, he don't say he don't care, but it's not really impressive to him. You got 10K, you got 415s, and you do 150s and at 45 and 42. He really don't care nothing about that. Yeah. What's been my favorite sub so far? These kickers. Was waiting for them to break in because I told y'all my thing. The whole point of me doing my channel, man. I've been trying to help people attain a certain loudness and goal without having to spend a shit ton of money. Now, yeah, the EQ class are 229, but you got Hutchinson 8, 400 some dollars. Sundown 289. You got some very high price subs out there, particularly 8-inch arena. And my thing, Mendoza, is I'm telling people that it's not really about the subs. It's about the cone area. And that's why I went to this kicker. Cause first of one, people bash kicker, you know, you only get so loud. And I'm telling them, well, cone area is king, and all the big boys, the big three knows that. Cone area is king. All the rest of the stuff you talking about, that cone area is king. Forget the brand loyalty or name. That if you get introduced to a certain sub and it gets you a reasonable loudness where you came from, most times you're gonna stay with that sub all your life. Most times. My biggest success when I was in my 20s was kicker, and back to kicker again. But in between that time, 20 some, 30 some years ago, 30 some years ago, in between that time, I'm 47. In between that time, I bought, I got DV drives right here on this shelf. Uh, X8 V2s and V3s inside my son's uh, apartment downstairs in my house. Uh, I have tried. Oh man, people that know me, I've tried so many different eights. And I only use eights because that's what I'm using my application. It makes no sense for me to buy 12s and try them out because I'm not gonna be able to use them. It makes sense for me to buy eights and try them out because after I try them out, I can use them in multiple setups. So I would say my favorite bar so far, and maybe because it's their newest, I'm liking the kicker because I proved my point to somebody. I proved my point to somebody that they can get loud. Don't get into the brand names. Don't get into the gimmicks. Don't get into the motors. Uh, what? Try them all out, brother. That's Mendoza. Try them all out, bro. There is no best sub, man. Don't let nobody tell you that. There is no sub that's gonna beat every sub. You start out with DB drives, and you went from DB drives. You say you went to Sundown. Then you went Sundown. You went to Massive, and Massive and Toro Tech is the same thing. What you looking at in these subwoofers, you buying a performance level, man. Each brand, Kicker, Fallsgate, Sundown, DC Audio, Massive, DB Drive, they all got the entry level, intermediate level, expert, or SPL level. They got a price point for everybody to meet to get to attain what they feel is loudness. Watch my video. I say what is loud. Everybody's understanding what is loud differs. Everybody's understanding what is loud differs. So most manufacturers come out with a brand of subs, and they have for the entry level 300 to 300 to yeah 250 to 400. Intermediate level 5 to 7. High level 8 to 9, 8 to 1,000. Right. And then they got, and then they have the big lines with the bigger subwoofers where you start at, I think, 1,000 for the 10, 1,500 is the intermediate, and then 1,850 is the pro level. And then as you go up in size, the wattage goes up in size. So you just buying a performance level. Don't never fall in love with brands, man. Try them all until you find something you like. And I'm gonna tell you something. Uh, I'm gonna tell you something. Once you once you get what you like, eventually you're gonna change it. If you're a basehead, you're gonna change it anyway. Why? You get used to it. I got these kickers in there now. Are they gonna be in here for 2, 3 years? I don't know. I don't know. Hell, I love them GB drive. Remember, I had the Turos. I had them for all of 2, 3 weeks. Sold them to a friend of mine because he really needed them for what we doing local. Cause the G5s came in, and the G5s came in. I was gonna ride with them for a while, until a customer told me, "Hey, shouts out to Mike Thompson in Washington." He said, "Man, I'm finna run. You built me a ball for 2 8. I want you to build me a ball for 4. Kick a Q class." And I said, "Damn, that's my dream system. I really want to try." I said, "You know what? Since I'm building that boss, I'm gonna go ahead and buy one so I can make sure they fit right because it's a square subwoofer, and I hadn't worked with a square subwoofer. So yeah, I said, you know what? I'm gonna run 4 too. I want to see. I'm gonna run it myself. So what amp would I recommend? Mm, if you got your gain set right and got your power set right, get that KXA 2400. I'm only running mine on 1500 watts. I wanted to prove to somebody that Kona is king by doing this. All my eights have been doing pretty much the same thing, and I'm finna buy me SPL meter so I can actually measure this stuff from henceforth on. They've been pretty much loud, doing it. Everybody seen the effects, say they going in, they going in, they going in. But I wanted to prove to him, I said, man, I can get noticeably louder if I increase the cone area. I can't do 410s because they need more airspace. But the kicker says these eights, even though they have larger airspace than regular eights, they can play in the same volume as the eights. But it's really not fair because they really not eights. 52 squares of cone area is a lot more than 42. It's 10 inches different. So it is not really an 8 inch. So it's really no comparison. It's like comparing a DD2508, which has a 8.5 inch cutout against the rest of the 8s. They're bigger. Conair is king. So I wanted to prove me. I said, man, I could put some 8s in here that will on the same amp, same power. They will shock you. And he said, what 8s you gonna do that? I'm gonna say kicker. He said, ain't no fucking way in here. Kicker? I said, yeah, I'm taking some square kickers. I'm gonna get the Q class. And I said that a long time ago. Then when the customer did it, and I said, let me go buy right. So I'm finna prove my point to you. And when these break in, I make these videos. Once I get my auxiliary cord and find out, because I want to get put their best foot forward. I'm not gonna put them forward right now. And I need to break in. Once I do that, and I make this video, you're gonna see something. You can hear it. You can hear it on the teaser. On the teaser, my USB port was working. That, and you can hear my words are not being heard. My words are not being heard because of the bass. But understand something. It's the same amp. I ain't did nothing but build a box for and put them in here. Because they move more air, they create more pressure. Plain and simple. Kicker Q class 8s can play in the same volume as the regular 8s. Yeah, I'm gonna show them, bro. But you gotta watch the video again. I gotta get my auxiliary cord. I'm gonna show them. Oh, yeah. Once I get the my phone better hook back up to my system, so I can get my sonic clarity back how I like it with all the information and music. Oh, I'm gonna show them. They'll believe me. They gonna get plenty of videos, because you're not gonna believe it. But just watch that teaser and understand something with that teaser. That's not full tilt. They were breaking in. I had them on 20, 21, and the bass is already overpowering the highs. My partner that heard me, he said, man, now you knew I'm at the point now. I have to. Because everybody hear my rest of the video say, man, it sounds so good and clean. The bass hitting, you hear the words. Well, now, because I'm increasing more cone area, I'm going to have to boost up my front stage because the bass is overpowering. Just watch the teaser and listen to this. Watch all the rest of my videos and then watch that teaser because they just breaking in. And listen and be like, yeah, he right. The words are muffled because the bass is overpowering the words in comparison to all the other videos, even all the way back to the X8s. But just go with the Foes setups, the American bass, the Toros, and they were loud. These things here just starting. They just starting to loosen up and crushing. Please give me time. I'm gonna show you on the video, and everybody hear him in person. I was already a believer. I, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know who started all this hate on Kicker. The Kicker. Let me tell you. Let me tell you my big foe, man. Kick in no particular order. Kicker, Fallgate, Orion, J Audio. They're the big boys. Kicker been around since 1973. Fallgate a little bit before that. Orion came in about the 80's. And J Audio came in. They're the youngest of the big four. J Audio came in about 1988, something like that. They know what they do, man. That's why why they don't go to big numbers and make sales with big magnets for what? For what? Yeah, they expensive, they pricey, but for what? We giving you proven technology. These new guys just coming up with new stuff, and if some of it makes sense, we might copy it. So far, they ain't came up with nothing. Because I know for a fact from listening, trying, doing this stuff, and people trust me. That Kicker Q Class 8, all the 8s I've ever tested and heard, when it comes to sound quality and SPL, you ain't beating it. Because I'm listening to them. I've never heard nothing like it.